And today it is the 1st of December. Yay! If you like Christmas like me, you'll be really excited. I'm just in group now. Well, not in group. I'm sitting in the car as per usual. And I'm just going to go into group because it's way in. Anyway, for those who remember, because I can't film this later. Do you remember I was saying about this little tag? Well, what I decided to write was my Christmas gift to me. It would be, believe you can and you will. There we go. That's what I decided to write. Because I really do believe that the mind is the most powerful tool we have. And it doesn't matter what diet, what plan, what anything you decide. If this isn't switched on, you won't be going anywhere. So believe you can do it. Believe it, and it'll happen. So anyway, I can see them all walking into group now. So we'll see how we get on today. Lots to tell you about a bit later. Tell you how my week's been. See you later. Morning. Today's Monday. I can't remember the date. It's still in November. But today I'm with my friends, volunteer friends. We're going to go to the Christmas hamper charity pack, whatever you want to call it. It all comes from the food bank and donations, and then we send off to different causes. My face today is red raw. It feels like it's swollen up, as you can see. So I thought I'd well, why not show you my, ta-da! I'm feeling rather festive. and I'll show you what I've packed, because I told you I was going to lose £3. I'm still gulling for it. And yeah, I've packed my lunch. How good am I? So I've made myself a couscous salad, which is just basically couscous with salad cut up in it with some ham. 2 satsumas, which is speed food. My caffeine-free Diet Coke, but I got tea and coffee there anyway, so that's free. And some sweet and salty popcorn to snack on if I want it. But they're 3 cents a bag, so that should keep me going for a little while anyway. Morning. Today I am back at the hamper, packing a hamper. I'm at the King's Church in Burgess Hill, and this is where we go and pack all of our Christmas hampers. And today's day 2. I don't look very fit, but I'm feeling ready for it, so off I jolly well go. I'm back again now. I don't know if you can see me because I've put the camera in a different light. Does that look like it's more natural? I think that might be more natural. Right. There. Everything's balancing like. Right, I'm home. I'm home. And not many people in group today. Now, perhaps it's because it's December and people are like, you know, what's the point? I don't know. But the point I think I would say, because I do understand people going, what's the point? It's Christmas. But it's so easy to fling that corset off and go, oh, stuff it. I'll do it after Christmas, and I think all that hard work could unravel rather quickly, because we all know weight goes on so much quicker than what it is to take it off. I always say it's a bit like saving money. It's blooming hard to save money, but it's so easy to spend it. And I look at the weight loss exactly the same way. You know, you're trying to lose the pounds, and it's so blooming hard. So, what a week. What a week. Right, now, what did I had a haircut. It probably doesn't look much difference to you, because I decided in the end that I was going to keep this length. So it's just basically just chopped up a little bit. So I haven't done it. I've been at group today, so you just have to look at me like a mess, I'm afraid. I'm trying to think, because I haven't got my notes with me today. So what happened? I had my jab last week, and oh my God, I didn't feel too well the next day. I didn't feel very well. Not enough for hubby to go, would you like me to cook tea? Oh no, I've got to be in hospital for that to happen. But God, I felt quite poorly. I was more like achy and couldn't sort of like, you know, you just want to be snuggled up on a duvet, under the duvet, and watch sort of a nice movie. That's how I felt. I haven't felt like that in a long time. So yeah, it did knock me for six a little bit, but my arm, it still hurts now. So yeah, thanks for that. So that was last week, and then I was telling you I was going out for my son's charity boxing match. That was in Brighton in Hilton Hotel. I put on a dress. I did take a picture of it. I'll try and insert it. I'm not very good at doing that, but I'll try and insert what I originally was going to wear. And it, as you can see, it's not leopard print as such, but it was leopard print. I had like a rusty coloured top on and black tights, because there is no way in the world I am going to wear a dress without a pair of tights. And I didn't have no flesh coloured tights. And then I was going to put some brown shoes on to go with it. Anyway, I saw that my daughter was going up, and she always looks so glam and lovely. But she's been moaning that she's put on weight. She might have put on weight, but she's nowhere near fat, let me tell you. So anyway, I said to her, Mary, because her name's Mary. I said, Mary, how? I feel like I've got too many colours going on. What can I do? Because I want to feel nice, because, you know, I didn't want to look a mess. You had to dress smart anyway. So she said, I quite like your dress, but have you got anything else to wear? And I was like, no, I haven't got anything else. So she was like, well, why? Let me have a look in the wardrobe. So yeah, so I looked in the wardrobe, and I said, the only other dress I've got is this one, and which is the one I ended up wearing. And I said, and the only one I've got, I said, is this one. I said, and I love this dress. It's one of my favourite dresses. But I don't want to put it on and it not fit, and then my evening is ruined, because I'll then feel horrible. So she goes, well, the thing is, she said, it looks nice what you've got on, but you could look better. So I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, I said, right, if I look dreadful and it doesn't fit, I'm blaming you, and you can buy me a drink all evening to drown my sorrows. So anyway, so I tried it on, and to my surprise, this dress fitted. I tell you what, I couldn't believe how much different I felt. So I'm going to insert the new picture here. And it's an old dress that I bought in Asda a few years ago now. I just wore black tights with it, some brown shoes, and, you know, I felt on top of the world. And I don't know if you can remember that brown coat, suede coat. It went perfect, because I didn't really want to wear anything bulky, and I wanted something that, you know, because it's right on Brighton seafront, so you can imagine it's, you know, whipping up a bit of a gale on the front there. And the weather wasn't particularly great either, let me tell you. And do you know, I felt amazing. And she went, see, told you. And it could have quite easy reverse back the other way. But it didn't. Of course, then you start feeling better. And for her birthday, I bought her this eyeshadow. I can't think what the shop's called now. Anyway, I'll find a thing out one day and I'll show you it. And anyway, I bought her this sparkly eyeshadow for her birthday. And it really is sparkly. So I was like, I'll put some sparkles on. So, of course, then I felt like, I felt like a right princess, you know. Probably looked a mess in everyone else's eyes, but in my eyes, I was on top of the world and I was like, give me girly. I'm not overly girly, but sometimes you just do these things, don't you? So I was like, put a bit of lippy on and my eyeshadow. And, yeah, I felt great. So, of course, in fact, some of you who follow me on Instagram and on my new Facebook page, I did actually put a comparison photo of last summer, and that dress. So it's a dress now that I know I can wear out for other Christmas occasions that are coming up, rather than this one that I tend to stick to. So, yeah, I felt really great. So, but there was a but to this. Because my son was fighting, which is not a pleasant thing to see, let me tell you, especially if you know, he's never done it before. I actually did drink wine. So, and I don't drink as a rule. I do drink if I feel the occasion's right. I wouldn't just go to a club and just start knocking back alcohol if I'm the only one sitting in the club. I go with what the atmosphere is like, to think, oh, I'll just sit with my Diet Coke. But because he was fighting, I did drink 3 wines. So you can imagine I was full of giggles at the end of the day, end of the evening. Now, my son didn't win, and they did stop the fight, which I'm pleased about, but it's not nice. It's not nice watching. If you've not done it before, you do need a stiff drink, I think. So, I don't know why I'm sitting to the side of this camera. I've got no idea. It's because I don't know. Sorry if I'm not sitting central, but it's because I'm leaning on the arm of the chair. Plus, you can see my advent calendar, as it's the 1st of December today, and me, like a child, I have to have an advent calendar. So I bought a card one, look, and it's sweet, and the light reflects on these windows, look, because there's only foil, but so yeah, I've got a little partridge. Yeah, so it's just a card, and that's the same inside. I got it from Charles Clark. So, yeah. So the kids got chocolate. Well, I say kids, they're grown adults now, but they bought themselves an advent calendar, and I have to have one. My husband thinks I'm mental, but it's got to be done, and it's Christmas. We've got to do these things. If we don't do silly little things that just break our day, I know it's daft, but you know, I just, otherwise we just sit here boring, don't we? Just sort of like sit at home and, anyway. The rest of the week I was playing catch up. Oops. Anyway, never mind. So this morning when I went into group, there was hardly anybody there, like I said earlier. Well, I think I said earlier. There was hardly anybody there. And, I handed in my little snowflake, and I asked her if that was fire. She said, Sam, she said, you're a star. She said, that's exactly what I want you to say. So I was like, oh, get it. So thank you to all those people who have helped give me some ideas. I sort of took a bit from one person and a bit from another, and yeah, I handed that in and she was over the moon with it. So thank you for all those who have helped me do that. So today she had a load of plates on the table and stuck a buffet thing down. Now, I don't know if it's the same. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that all groups do the same thing. I think they must get a memo from head office and say, right, this week you got to do this. So, yeah, we had to do a bit of a buffet on what foods we would eat and what foods, you know, and try and guess the sim value of them. So I must confess, now I'm on Slimming. If I wasn't on Slimming, I would have nicked a lot of the food that was on there. But so I was using it as what I used to eat like. So I've got cheese and crackers, for example, but I don't eat a particular lot of cheese, to be honest. But I do like crackers and butter. So I was quite surprised by the sim value of a cracker, to be perfectly honest. You know, cream crackers were 2 sins, and I was thinking, I thought there was actually less than that. Mini mince pies, 5.5 sins to 6. So, you know, I'm the only one in the house that eats mince pies, so I tend not to eat them. Oh, talking of mince pies, that's the other thing I did. I was doing the hampers Monday and Tuesday. So I did take my lunch. I took my lunch, and which you'll see because I did have a video. God, my ears itching. But I did eat mince pie and some biscuits on the second day. Don't ask me why. I just did it. But I did a lot of steps that day. But yeah, so this week's been a little bit again. You know, I really, really wanted to lose this £3. And I'll let you know how I got on in a minute. Yeah, so I had quite a lot of things that, what do they call it? Temptations. Yes, that's the word, temptations. So what was he talking about? So mini Scotch eggs. See, I could eat a handful of them. They're 3 sins each. Now, trifle. Oh my God, I do love a trifle. And I'm the only one in the... a trifle, beg your pardon, is we're looking at about 10.5 sins, and it's not a lot of trifle. And Christmas cake. Yeah, we're looking like, you know, sort of small slither. I'm the only one that eats that. And that's 18 sins for a bit of Christmas cake. So I think, Now, there are some recipes on Slimming World, you know, to do Christmas cake, like last minute Christmas cake. I think that works out at about 5.5 sins. Yeah, 5.5 sins. I need my ears to pop. I can't hear nothing. Yeah, so there's lots of alternative. You know, you can quite easily make a low sin trifle. You can make a low sin Christmas cake. And this is what I was saying to the group. You know, I think we look at so many things that we can't eat, and not worry about the things we can eat. So, for example, we go, I can't have that quiche, for example. You know, with the pastry, but we can make a Slimming World friendly one. You know, and it's got, well, some of it's free if you make it free. You know, it's got a fraction of the sins in it. It could be sin free. You know, put some salad on the table so it's not all beige. Put ham. You haven't got to put, you know, and your turkey. You can put your chicken drumsticks, things like that. That's all free. Mini Scotch eggs. I reckon you could make your own mini Scotch eggs, to be perfectly honest. I've only ever made the big Scotch eggs, but I can't see why you couldn't make a mini one. And then that would be sin-free if you use the low sin sausages or whatever. You could make a lot. Sausage rolls. You could make, you know, sort of sin-free, if you like. So I think we should, sort of re-look at the food. You go, chocolate coins, for example. Okay, we haven't got to have chocolate coins on the table, but you could have another a sweet. I don't know, grapes, for example. Frozen grapes, because I'm into frozen grapes at the minute. I go to the cupboard and I'm like, nothing's changed. I go back to the cupboard and go, nothing's changed. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work out, I really think that something sin-free is going to jump out the biscuit barrel or something, like heck it's going to ever happen. So I'm like, so now I go to the freezer. I open the freezer, I'll pick up a frozen grape. Because I have them in an open tub in the bottom of the freezer. So I open the it's a bit like opening the cupboard door, but I open the freezer. Yeah, I'll eat that. And then, because it's cold. Thinking, oh God, that's a bit cold. So that's what I tend to do anyway. So that's what we were talking about in group today. So how did I get on? Well, it's week 17. And I lost a pound. Okay, it's not the £3 I wanted. But, it is Christmas after all. But my God, this has been so slow. And it's a lot. I've had wine, I've had mince pies, I've had days out. I've had a week of what I call normality, sort of here, there and everywhere, a Christmas run-up week. I don't think I done too bad. So I know I was looking for that £3. And I've only now I'm now dead on 14 stone. So I only needed a half a pound to say I was in my 13 and a half. Now the problem I've got is I've booked the next couple of weeks off as a holiday because I'm going to London on Monday and then I've got a couple of other things to do because I'm going away to Norfolk. Not yet, but in a couple of weeks. And so I booked that Friday off as a, just in case. And I think what I might do is actually turn up to group on Friday, turn up to group on the Thursday, which will then make me behave on the Monday when I go to London. So I don't know. Because I am actually around. I've just booked it off as a buffer. But so I probably will go to that one. But the other two I can't make because I'm not here. Because I really want to get into my 13 stones. So the scale's downstairs, said I am now. But the ones that count don't. Right, come on. So, looks like I've got to behave on my London trip. Pants. And, yeah, well, we've all got to be good, I suppose. Otherwise, that's why we got this mess in the first place. Too much of a good thing. So, anyway, I'm going to love and leave you. And if you've enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up. Say hi. If you're new to my channel, please will you subscribe. It does me the world of good. Seeing you all and seeing new comments and things. And thank you all to those who have commented on any of my posts. I'm really sorry I can't remember all specific things, but I do try to answer everybody. Because I feel that it's nice to engage. I don't like just giving a like. I feel like I want. The idea is I want to engage with people. So I'm hoping I haven't missed anybody. As I said, I've got three platforms, and so I've now just broken through to the monetization bit. I haven't been paid or anything like that, but I can now be monetised, so whatever that means. Who knows? I for a fact I haven't been sent anything. So anyway, so I'm gonna see you later. Take care. Bye.